Oh God, I freaking love New York City. One of the most amazing cities in the entire world, and for good reason. There's something going on constantly. Everything's always changing. There's so many great people. You meet a different person every day from a different part of the world that does something completely different. It always fuels me, it always charges me. Whenever I'm feeling like I need some inspiration, I go out and just walk around, explore, get lost, walk into a place, meet a friend. Recently I embarked on a challenge. About a week ago I decided that I wanted to see what would happen if I lived off of $1 meals for an entire week. So $3 a day for an entire week, $21 for the whole week. But I didn't want to just cook crap. I didn't want to just live off ramen and hot dogs. People are like, oh, I've done it before. I eat hot dogs and white bread. No, I'm talking, I wanted to eat like some of the best food I've ever made in my entire life, so I could show you guys how to blow people's freaking minds and be like, yeah, this meal cost me $1. Can you believe it? It cost me $1. And that is exactly what I did. All right, back to the final day. Hope you guys have been enjoying this challenge, because I sure have. So the first thing that I wanted to do is make a delicious breakfast. It was the last day. I wanted to do something a little extra spicy. You may have seen it in our 10 ways to get creative with eggs videos. What I'm doing here was the eggs were super cold, so I was like, I wonder what happens if I kind of just gently heat them over the flame to get them a little warmer, because I'm going to be stiff peaking these bastards. So now I take the egg, crack it, and instead of using, there's a lot of different methods to like strain the white from the yolk, but the hand method, the hand ski, I find is by far the best. You can use the shell, but if you want to get maximum splittage, you always got to do that. And for this to work, make sure there's no yolk in that white. And all I'm going to do now is just the egg white. I'm just going to beat the living crap out of that egg white until it starts to get frothy. You'll see it gets like nice and foamy here pretty quickly, I might add. You can use a mixer if you have one, but if your hand works well, it's a good workout in the morning. Keep beating it until it forms what they call a stiff peak. So you can see, like, I move it around and it all kind of sticks together. I kept beating it a little bit more because what I'm going to be doing is making buns out of this egg white. It's going to blow your mind the first time I did it, and every time I do it, I'm like, I can't believe this still works. Take some parchment paper, get my oven on 350, and then just kind of form with that. I made 2 buns, top and a bottom bun. But just sort of take that egg white, whatever you call it, egg beaten white stuff, and just sort of like make it into a little bit of a bun shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I wanted it to at least be a little bit bunny, and then just throw that in the oven. While that's going, I take the yolks, and you've probably seen the egg white omelets, but have you seen the egg yolk omelet? I don't think so. So just take that egg yolk, I added a splash of water, because the water is going to help thin it out, and I still get some good volumage. Then just add some chives in there. I love scallions. I had scallions and some pepper, and that was all, because I've been eating scallions all week. That's all I had. Take a little bit of my oil in this little mini egg pan, which is great. Like, it's like a personal little egg pan, You gotta get one. I cook a lot of stuff in here. It's like a nice small little meal. And when you're frying eggs, there's lots of different ways to do it. I could have scrambled it, but I wanted to make sort of the egg sandwich. So kind of just let it cook. I added salt at this point, didn't salt it before, because sometimes when you salt eggs before, they get all weird and watery. So I salted it towards the end, still delicious. And then while that thing's baking, I just fried up some potatoes. I had a decent amount of food left. I had a bunch of potatoes, I had some beans left, and look at those buns. Look at the way they came out. When they look like this, the bottom gets crispy, the top gets crispy, they're ready to go. And I made this sandwich just out of eggs, and it was delicious. Take a taste. It always blows my mind every time I eat this thing, because it's like this really fluffy, it's like you're eating a cloud. It's really trippy, really crazy. You can put anything in there that you wanted to. And then my roommate had burned some toast. I kind of tricked her into burning her toast, so then I got to eat it. Anyhow, back to lunch. So I fried up what I had left. I had carrots, I had beans, I had onions, I had potatoes. Still a good amount left. Even when this challenge was over, I had a decent amount of food left. I probably could have gone at least another day, if not 2. And then I topped that with some pickles, and I had my little sauce left. And I made 2 containers because I was gonna be leaving the whole day. I was gonna be out, so I wanted to have food. Kept it simple for the final day. Made a good breakfast, but kept the rest simple. Then we had a meeting with our agent, and he took us to this one of those like fancy Le Pain, not really fancy, but like the Le Pain La Bakerie type spots, the chain. And I started seeing like the sugar packets and the Splenda, and started giving me some ideas. Yeah, Mike, keep walking, you bastard.
I'm gonna get the iced green tea and the chia muffin.
Got it.
Do you have anything that's 22 cents or less?
No.
Okay, and nothing for me, just the free honey, that's all right.
What did you say?
I'm just good. I'm good.
I also like.
That's all I have left. I'm gonna find something. Well, I figure, you know. I've been actually eating this for dessert, just like honey. Because that's what I got free honey sauce packets.
I got the best when I was at a bachelor party in Jersey. And I stopped at a farm stand in Jersey, and the shit was like half the price as it would be at a farmer's market. I swear it was better. But I got honey, it was so good. Yeah, I spent $60 and got
like everything.
oh my god. Like I think like a huge thing of peaches is like $2.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't pass it up. In case you didn't know this about me, I love my sweets, and they had all these different jams. They had a fig jam, they had an orange jam, they even had chocolate hazelnut spread. So I was just eating them. I asked the waitress if they had anything that was 22 cents or less, and she just kind of looked at me like, are you some kind of crazy idiot person? But I just kept eating my little free samples on the table, basically. And I was getting some weird looks by people, but I really didn't care because I love the sweets, and it was a huge treat for me. You sick bastard. Of course, Mike rubbing his food in my face. So after that, our agent took us over to Hearst Media where we had a meeting with Delish. And you can see soon, I actually posted some stuff on Facebook, but we did a cool series with them, like awesome tailgate food. Then headed over to the production to meet about our MTV show. Brought my food, had some nice lunch for myself, and here goes the day. It's my last day of the challenge, and I had a couple hours to kill. I actually just found out my friend's playing a free show tonight. He's in this awesome Phish cover band, and there's free freaking food and drinks, and it's my last night. Kind of gonna be my little celebration of making it the whole week. But I have a few more hours to kill, and I'm in Manhattan, and there's just food everywhere in Manhattan. So I was like, why don't I just go see a movie? So Mad Max is playing tonight. Gonna go check it out, rock it, and then I get to go eat some free food. Woohoo! Well, I've arrived at the rooftop. I've arrived at the free show on the rooftop. I didn't know it was actually a law firm, which is awesome because I'm way underdressed, as you can probably see. I was going up the elevator like, what the hell is going on? And a bunch of guys in suits, and I was like, am I in the right place? And somehow, yes, magically I get to see this awesome cover band. I'll probably be the only Phish guy out here, but free food, this is my celebration. This is how life works. It works for you. You do something challenging, and it rewards. It gives you a reward. You know, you take a risk, and then it shows up with an awesome Phish cover band on the rooftop with endless free food and booze for me to drink. And that was pretty much the end of the experience. Look at this crazy, this guy. He like did some of the coolest tricks. I used to be a yo-yo back in the day. Not very good, but I like the yo-yo. And I hadn't seen someone doing the intense yo-yo, so I kind of had to film him on the subway. But that's New York for you. Anywhere you look, there's always something crazy going on. Some musician playing cool music, some street performers. If you do not live here and you're thinking about it, come. Don't come forever. Just come for like a couple years. Give yourself a chance to really get a feel for New York because it is a truly magical, amazing place. Well, the challenge is finally over. I've woken up. It is Thursday. It's been exactly a week. What a week it has been. I got to have a nice little celebration last night just to kind of cap things off. That was freaking awesome. But I just wanted to say, I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys got some inspiration because I sure as hell did. I am not going to be just aimlessly spending at the market in the same way. Well, I probably will a lot of times, but that's the thing about challenges. Just because you do a challenge, let's say you go on a diet, or let's say you fast, or whatever it might be, when you come off of it, you're going to have a kickback. And they say dieting, the average person that diets, they actually gain more weight when they come off the diet. And that's why you have to be really careful. Because when you're making lifestyle changes, you got to be easy on yourself. You got to go slow. You got to go through it. And you got to realize that these challenges and these changes and stuff, they take time. You know, for me, for example, I'm not just going to all of a sudden be spending $21 a week. but I'm gonna be more conscious, more aware. And the more I do challenges, the more I try these things, the more I'm gonna progress. So take your time, be gentle and be kind to yourself, but you know, give it a go. Be creative and have fun. Excuse me. Be creative, but you know, have fun most importantly. Remember to give yourself the love because you're doing something different. Celebrate. You know, you take yourself out for I might take myself out for a $3 meal today. I'm gonna like really live it up, let me tell you, because I could sure use some gloriousness. But the best part about this challenge was I didn't feel like, oh, I need other stuff, or I'm too hungry, or I'm dying. Like, I'm dying, I only have a delicious meal to eat. I really felt good this whole time. I felt like I had a lot of incredible food to eat. And people were like, you made that for breakfast, man? Damn, god damn. And that's the idea, you know, you gotta have a good time. You gotta show people and yourself that you can do different things and you can push your limits. You can save, you can have a good time. I keep saying have a good time. I'm gonna rock it.